16.5 million views on Instagram, and my timeline constantly looks like this. Just straight thousands of likes every second's refreshing, 42 story mentions. And not that followers absolutely matter or views absolutely matter, but over the next 30 minutes, I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to hit 10K months as an online fitness coach. And I'm even going to touch some TikTok shop stuff at the end. So if you guys want to learn TikTok shop and you don't want to be a fitness coach, just scroll to like 20 minutes in. So we're going to start with what you need to actually, get payments. And then we're going to go into exactly how to scale. So if you don't have the money to start an LLC, which is only like $150, you're going to have to use Stripe at first. Stripe is not user friendly. It puts your money in reserve, and it ultimately is just not a good payment processor anymore. But you're going to do that after you make your first sale and get your LLC. You're going to start fan basis. Fan basis is more respected. So if they use Klarna, Affirm, or any of those things at checkout, they could have the exact same credit score and get denied through Stripe, but get approved through fan basis, because you can actually do mentoring and stuff like that on fan basis. And when they check out Klarna and Affirm, or they don't use Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, Zip, Sezzle, all of that sees that they're using fan basis as the payment processor versus Stripe, and it'll get more of an approval rate than Stripe itself. Now, so after you started your Stripe, you're going to set your payments as $9.99 for 3 months, $15.99 for 6 months, and $19.99 for a year. You're going to do that until you get comfortable enough to move your prices up, and your full year is going to be $2,500 or $24.99. It looks better on the eyes. So if you walk into like a Family Dollar or a dollar store, anywhere really, Walmart, nothing's priced at $2 flat. It's like $1.99 or $2.99, because like in your head psychology for sales, you're like, oh, it's less than $3. It's okay. So it's under $2,500 for the year. And the way that you're going to get them, you're always going to try to sell the year-long program, because it's going to be more affordable for them. Most coaches are, selling $300-$400 a month packages, month to month, but you're going to like, hey, if you commit to a year, it's only $2,500 for the year. You break that down. So if you add in like Affirm fees and stuff like that, if you do the math right, 2,500 divided by 12, and then you add in like 5% for the Affirm. So let's just do 10 to be safe. So it'll be under $218 for them. So $218 a month. So it's still, $80 cheaper than what someone making them month to month pays. They commit to a year, you get them really great results. Then you build off of that. Now, if they can't get approved, obviously you're going to have to charge the month to month or whatever it is. So that's what you're going to do first off. You're going to get the payment processors. Now, how you're going to attract your clients. When you make videos on Instagram, you're going to have your Instagram paired to your Facebook, obviously. And you're going to make pain point videos. So you're not going to come on and say, hey, this is how you train your bicep. Hey, this is how you work out your traps. You're going to say, when I was 300 pounds overweight, I was fat, I was flustered, I would run out of breath walking up the stairs. I didn't spend any time with my kids because I would take naps after work. But when I lost 130 pounds, everything started to click. It's very pain point driven, speaking to a specific audience. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that. That's just how that matched my story, because I was 300 pounds, right? And you want to tell pain point videos, and then you want to like actually make your covers. Like if you look at my reels, they stand out a lot. This will hit the algorithm really good, but you want to post them as trial reels, right? So if you look at my page, it's extremely colorful. Every cover reel, I make that with ChatGPT. It takes me like 5 seconds. I get on my normal just talking posts 5,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. The last reel I posted earlier, 6,000 views already. It was only like an hour and a half ago, and it's pain point specifically driven to my target audience. And if you reach 6,000 people and you're speaking to a specific target audience, 10% might be interested in your product. 600 people, 10% of those people might actually follow you. That's 60 people. And then another 10% you might be able to like actually get interested. At 6 that you can book onto a call. And then you can, let's say you only have a 30% close rate. You'll close 2 clients almost off one reel. That's like, if you ever see people like, oh, I make $500 per reel, that's what they mean. So you want to speak to a target audience. Now, how you're going to get clients without followers. Oh, before I forget, make sure you post every single thing as a trial reel. And so it goes to non followers specifically, and then post it the next day to your followers. So I'm always a day behind normally. And I'll show you my trial reels. That's where a lot of my views come from that I just showed you. Like this last trial reel I did right here was just a reaction video, 632,000 views. And I'll show you 37,000. It takes a little while to load. But I mean, I have trial reels with millions of 1.2 million views right here. And it's just a funny gym bro video, 91,000 likes. And it's just very easy remix trial reel straight to my target audience. So obviously my target audience is fitness people, right? So it says how people at the gym can communicate when they have headphones on, and it's just someone like a monkey like doing funny stuff like. And that's going to hit my target audience completely. So over the last 24 hours, I've had one reel that hit 1.2 million followers, and I have one reel that hit 700,000 followers. So that's 2 million followers in 2 days. So you're going to want to hit your target audience, right, with your pain point. So that isn't a pain point style reel, but it hits my target audience to bring them back. So when they're watching my pain point reels on my story, they know exactly what I do. And my pain point, because I'm not a fitness coach anymore, I'm a marketing coach, right, is you failed to hit $10,000 a month because you don't put X, Y, and Z in place. And over this next 30 minutes, I'm going to talk about all of those. And then how you're going to first bring in your clients is you're going to get a commission-based setter. And anybody that hires me, joins Scale or Die, I place you with a setter within a few days of you starting. You got to get your VSL started and stuff like that. So you're going to put a commission-based setter in your LinkedIn. He's going to make anywhere between 50 to 100 connections a day towards your target avatar. Then he's going to book your calendar. A good setter should get you anywhere between 5 to 10 book calls, and only half of those people are going to show up. So let's just say he booked you 10 calls in a week, 5 show up, and you have a close rate of 50%. So 2.5. So you're either going to close 2 to 3, just depending on how the numbers fall statistically throughout the weeks. So if you close 2 people and you're starting off with 2K, right? So now you made 4K in a week, 10% out the window because let's just say processing fees and that. So you're at 3,600, and then another 400 to your setter because he gets 10%. So you're at 3,200 for the week profit. So you're over 12K months already with no following. That's not including the people you get on Instagram from your pain point reels. That's not including the people you get on Facebook. And Facebook, you want to start adding 50 people a day until you get to 5,000 followers. That's like free marketing. And if you use Snapchat, you can add up to like 300 people a day. I get a client off Snapchat once or twice a week. I get a client off Instagram constantly. I get clients off YouTube, and Facebook brings me a lot because it's more personable. LinkedIn brings me a lot. And I don't charge what other gurus charge, right? I charge a fourth of the price, and normally I don't even get them on a sales call. I just close them in the DMs. If they come from LinkedIn, I book them on a call. But everywhere else, I just hit them with a voice note, tell them like, hey, it's $29.99 for the lifetime access, or it's $500 a month if you don't commit to paying the program in full. But the $29.99 program, they can finance it. They can split it up into 12 months, 24 months, whatever the credit is, and it makes it less than $300 a month. So the goal would be to make them 2 sales within 30 days. They pay the program right back off, and they don't even owe any of those payments. They pay it off and they're already profitable. Most coaches and gurus, they're charging like 10 to 15 to 20. I know a coach right now charging 25,000. So he's literally 10x more than me, teaching the same thing. They give you all these fancy courses, and it sounds really confusing, and it's just like to oversell their knowledge. And I just don't like that. I will show you guys like the quick math, and then I'm gonna go and then like how I make my money and how I stand out, and it's still an amazing life, right? So eventually I'm gonna raise my prices to $34.99, so $3,500, which is still way like 1/4 the price of everyone else. So just for math purposes, we're gonna do 3,500, okay? You take off 350 for processing fees and stuff like that. That's 3,150. So then you minus 315 for your setter, because I pay him every time I close. And my goal would be to only be able to onboard 3 or 4 people a week so I can really pour into them. That's why I don't like to get on sales calls, because I would want to use my calls for my people, right? Close 3 of those a week, and 4 times a week you're at 30. I'm at $34,000 months, right? Um, Now, if I ever want to scale past that, obviously I just let more people join. So let's say I'm closing someone once a day, because my social medias are so big between Instagram, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, and my Snapchat. I could easily close one a day. Minus 350, minus 315. I could scale to $80,000 months if I took on a person a day. And there's people that are bringing on like 60 clients a week, right? That charge a lot of money. But I mean, $80,000, and then yes, you pay 40 in taxes. Well, you can get write-offs and shit, but let's just say you don't. Pure profit, 50K months. That's how fast it is. And that's just from mainly LinkedIn, and then everything else is just byproduct of referrals, because I give out 10% for all referrals. So if you're on my Scale or Die company, if you're in it, and when I raise my prices at $34.99 by like midway through the year, like you're gonna make $349 every time you refer me. So if you refer me 4 times a month, you're making $1,400 extra on top of the money you're making from coaching. And it's just a snowball, right? So that's kind of how I set myself apart, and that's my pain point. So just to get that out of the way. So you're going to have LinkedIn setters that are going to book your calendar. And now you need to, when you're actually on the calls, I'm going to go over the sales psychology part. You need, hey, what's up, Jeff? I got a really booked calendar today, so I'm going to get right into it. My name's Kyle. I know you, obviously you saw me on one of my social medias, or you found me on LinkedIn, or I found you. I'm going to show you exactly how I can get you to $10,000 plus months with no DM burnout, not praying to go viral. But first of all, I just need to tell me where you're at, exactly what you do with your business, and what you think you need from a program. And then they're going to tell you, they're going to give you their pain points, right? Or you're going to give me your pain points, and yours would be the same. Like, hey, Jeff, I do this, da 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 da. Just tell me what you've been trying to do for weight loss, what you've been trying to do for fitness, and where you think you're stuck at, and how you think a program like mine can help you. They're going to give you all the pain points, and they're going to tell you what makes them think that your program is right for them. So now you have their pain points and their selling points. And that's sales psychology 101. That's like sitting them in the brand new car if you're a car salesman, and getting them to smell the car. They're telling you how they feel, how much weight they want to lose, how they would feel if they lose the weight. Then they tell you the benefits of your program, of what they've seen so far on social medias or what they've looked at, right? Then you're going to always be assuming. So you're going to, real quick, 15, 20-minute call. I think those hour-long calls are very bogus. I think if you can't close them within 20 minutes, you were never going to close them. Like, you just clear cut, keep it very concise, have them tell you, then spit back like, oh, so it sounds like you've been struggling, to lose the same 20 pounds you've been gaining and losing over the last 2 years. A lot of my clients do that, and it's because they try to take too strict of diet approaches. I actually teach you how to have a flexible diet approach, track your macros, and it's all customized for you. The workouts are customized for you. A lot of people are trying to do 7 days a week when they know deep down inside they can only make it to the gym 3 times a week. I'd rather you go 3 times a week and never fail than think you have to go 7 and feel like a failure when you miss 1 or 2 and get in that mindset of failing. And you do boom boom, you go through the sales script. I have a sales script I provide for all my team members. And then when they finally get down to it, you're like, okay, so if you work with me for a year, which I only take people on for a year unless they can't get approved, that's going to be $24.99. So would you rather pay that in full, or would you like to try our financing options? I'll send a link over now. Let me know. Always be assuming the sale. Like, I learned that in insurance. I learned that in all sales. Always be closing. Always be assuming the sale. Don't be like, hey, it's $24.99. Does that sound good? Like, it's $24.99 for the year. I'm sending a link over now. Do you want to pay it in full, or do you want to try the financing options? And oh, well, I don't have good credit and I don't think I can pay it in full. Well, if they don't think they can get approved, you can either have them try, or you can be like, well, what I can do is, how much can you afford today? And then I can turn it into an in-house financing option. Like, oh, well, I can afford $600 up front, and then I can afford $150 a month or whatever, right? So you're like, okay, awesome. So let's just do like easy math. I can afford $1,000 up front and $100 a month. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to send them a $900 payment link and have them pay it right then and there. And then I'm going to send them a $100 reoccurring on the same day. So that way it starts doing $100 every single month. So you get the full 1,000, but you have them pay the 900 and then you have them start a reoccurring payment link. Boom. That's just going to start off the bat. So you don't forget. A lot of people are going to cancel the reoccurring. I'm not going to lie to you, but at least you got the 900 up front. A lot of the work comes from the front end when you make their programs. And the program you're going to use is Trainerize. And Trainerize is a very easy app. And once you get about 10 to 15 clients, almost every single person needs the same style workout. And then you're just going to customize their macros. So if you have like 10 female clients, 10 male clients, you'll probably already have a custom built workout that matches the next person. And it's still customized for them because they're like, oh, I can only go 4 days a week. But like you've built out the program, it's optimized for 4 days. You give it to them, and if they can't do a certain workout, you just tweak that one. But you can copy it from one client to the next. So Trainerize is going to be the training system you use. The pain point videos on your Instagram is going to be how you actually attract clients on Instagram, and then use the trial reels and the remixes. And then the LinkedIn setter is where a lot of your money is going to come from at the beginning. That's how it's not a lot of followers. There's no DM burnout. And then over time, as your Instagram, your Facebook, and your Snapchat and your TikTok grows, that's more clients that you're bringing in organically, right? Next step is going to be, if you want to scale, that will get you to $10,000 a month. That's all it takes. It's that simple. I can provide you with all the setters, I can provide you with all the scripts, and I can provide you with all the training, your setter training, and everything. A lot of my setters that I do work with are already trained, and then I'm going to give them the script and a 30-minute long video to watch that you both watch, and then you boom. Another thing that you're going to have to do for your Instagram is create a VSL, which this technically is my VSL now because it's going to be a new video that I'm going to upload and put in my bio. And it's going to be a 15 to 30-minute long video explaining who you are, how you can help, give them some free advice, talk about macros, show a lot of before and afters. I'm not going to show any before and afters because if you're watching this, the Instagram is going to be in the link and the captions, and you can just go to my Instagram and check my highlights. There's tons of them. This isn't even really to attract clients. This is really just to give out some free sauce. And it's called a virtual sales letter, VSL. You want to create that and have people watch it before they hop on a call with you. You will have to book calls and talk to people on calls because your following is not big enough to close in a DM because it's a volume game. If I talk to 100 people in a day, which I get 100 to 150 followers across all my platforms, maybe even more than that. So it really works out to every 100 people will be a book call, every 200 will be a close, statistically speaking. So every 100 conversations they have in the DMs, about one person will try to sign up, sometimes get denied for the financing, so I lose it, and every 200 I get a close. So like every day or every other day, depending on how viral I'm going at the moment. And that's just the gist of it, right? And that's really how you get to 10,000. Now, if you want to scale past that, or if you ever want to get rid of your setter on LinkedIn and you want to scale your Instagram once you get your money up and going, or you could just keep the setter so you know you have a baseline of 10K to 12K, you start running A/B split testing ads until you start running follower ads and messenger ads. Your follower ads for fitness should be about 1 to 2 followers. And right now, Meta is doing really well with finding your potential client when you run ads. The AI is really good. It used to suck, but now you can just like run the ad off a video you make, like a 60-minute testimonial, and run the ad, and it will find the people for you. You can run follower ads and then message them directly. Have mini chat set up. My mini chat just said, hey, appreciate the follow. I ran a free video to show you guys how to get to 10K months. Would you like the video? Yes. Boom, boom. And then it sends a link also. I don't even message the people. And then I have my setter go back and hit them all. Like, hey, did you check the video out? What's your thoughts? Da, 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 da. And then you just keep rinse, wash, repeating. My setter or myself closes them in the DMs if it gets to the point where he thinks they're about to close. He just sends me a WhatsApp text and I hop on there. Hey, bro, this is Kyle. Nice to meet you. Talk to him for like 2 or 3 different voice notes so they know it's me. They know they're getting direct access to me. And something else that sets me apart is I don't do courses. I do all one-on-one mentorship. So you start to run your ads for follower ads and direct message ads. And it really works out to be anywhere between 4 to 8x. Expect 4, never expect 8. But I mean, I've seen people get 15, 20, 25, especially when you get into webinars and stuff like that. But pretty much you'll take $1,000, turn it into 4,000, take 4,000, turn it into 16. So if you make 16, you subtract a 4, you profit at 12K. So if you have 10K coming in from LinkedIn and 12K coming in from Instagram ads, you're now at $22,000 months. Now you take 5,000-6,000 the following month in ads, and then that's how you scale. And then really you can have a setter working the first 12 hours of the day and then the last 12 hours of the day, and you just have somebody hitting people all day long constantly in different time zones, and then it's just constant. Do the same thing in your Instagram. And another thing about fan bases before I forget, it's the only platform that goes country to country, because I have a lot of Canadian followers and Stripe won't let them use the financing options at all. So I had to use fan bases for that, and then they finance it. So fan bases by far is 100% the GOAT. And if you're watching this and you don't want to join Scale or Die and you're already doing great with coaching and you just need a better payment processor, message me. I'll hook you straight up so you don't even have to use the application process and get your account created within like a day or two. You have to provide your LLC and a few other information about your business, and you have to have an Instagram or a website. So you do have to have an LLC. That's why it's super important. You may, after you make your first sale on Stripe, to switch away, because Stripe will hold. I have a peer that makes $40,000 a week, and he just hit me up to switch to fan basis because Stripe put it in 20% reserve. So if he makes 100K, they hold 20K, and if you need that money for ads, that's a big chunk of money they're holding. So definitely switch away from Stripe if you're using Stripe right now. It is not a good tool to use for payment processing after you get your LLC. And then there's other options like Coach Finance and stuff like that, but that's like further down the line if you ever go higher ticket than that. I have one client called, his name's Jarvis Fit on Instagram. He only has 1,000 followers. He charges $3,600 for the year. So he actually charges more for his fitness coaching than I charge for my business coaching. And he makes 12 to 15K a month. Obviously, he's only making like one sale a week to do that, and he lives a pretty cool life, right? So he lives in a nice condo, and he just lives a cool life. And it's very simple to that's all it takes to be a 10K coach, 20K coach, 30K coach. Very simple. So then if you find this video and you're a veteran or you're a dad, you automatically get 50% off my services. Just let me know when you message me on Instagram. In the last 8 minutes, I'm just going to talk about TikTok Shop. So to get to your first 1,000 organic followers, if you're not a coach and you just want to try to get to 5 to 10K months as just a TikTok Shop affiliate, which is completely possible as well. Your first 1,000 followers is either going to be dad supporting dads or mom supporting moms. Just type that in and copy those style videos. That'll get you to 1,000 followers within a couple days. Go show support, go follow each other and support each other. This only works on TikTok. And then for your 5,000, you can do the same thing and it'll take like a week or two. Or you can run ads. You're going to be like, follow me for 10 years of good luck, scroll for 10 years of bad luck, and then you're going to run ads against it in every single country except for Korea. And you're going to put a $20 ad spend daily, and about in a day and a half to 2 days, you'll go from 1,000 to 5,000. I do recommend getting around 2,500 of American followers and then doing that for TikTok. Most of my people just wait and they just do the dad supporting dads, mom supporting moms, and they get to the 5K organically. Nate Unsupervised is a good example. He's at 10K followers, all from dad supporting dads. So every time he posts a TikTok shop video, it's really dad related, like drywall anchors, saws, stuff like that. So he's making like really good money. He paid his mortgage within his first month that I got him to 5K, and he hit gold tier already, which most affiliates don't even hit that. But if you know the script, you know what to do, and you're good talking to camera, and I give you a script and I give you the products. I'm selling a shower head right now, and it's $29 a sale, and I'm working on making it go viral. There's 12,000 units. My goal is to sell out all 12,000 units, so I'll make, it's like $29.83, right? And if I sell 12,000 units, there's potential to make $357,000 in a month. I've never pulled off that kind of numbers on TikTok. You know, I'm only at 10K with my retainer deals and stuff like that. Then I make money off my coaching, obviously. But I mean, TikTok Shop pays all my bills, my entire lifestyle. Then I take all my money from coaching and dump it back into my business. And like, there's people that make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a month off TikTok Shop making silly little goofy videos. I'm about to go film like 20 today. So if you're watching this and you don't want to be a fitness coach, I can absolutely help you with TikTok Shop as well. So that's all it takes, man. And you just have to have constant belief in yourself, and you can't give up. There's going to be slow months. There's going to be high months. There's going to be months that just like drag ass. And there's going to be very inconsistent months at first. And then you're going to have setters that you have to let go because they suck. And then it's just going to be a reoccurring thing over and over and over, right? So that's all it takes. And I just wanted to come on and show you guys, give you guys some free sauce, teach you guys how to get to 10K months either on TikTok or on as a coach. And then before I leave, I'm going to show you guys an example of like a hook, a story, and a call to action. So that way, when if you do TikTok Shop, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And you got to use like a pain point, right? So this isn't whitening toothpaste, but we're going to act like it is. Like, I was sick of walking around with white teeth and talking to people like this every time I was in public. That's a hook, right? And then you're going to have a word on text too. My white teeth were disgusting with like a puke face, right? You know, like, but ever since I found this whitening toothpaste that absolutely just dominates my teeth and makes it pearly white, it's been a game changer. And all you got to do is brush your teeth for 30 seconds and look at this, boom, and then just smile. And they'll see how white and straight my teeth are, right? And then I'm like, so if you're sick of having yellow teeth and walking around trying to hide it and just being self-conscious, click the link, get the product, it sells out fast. So that's called a call to action. So it's hook, story, call to action. And you just find people's insecurities and you harp on it. Supplements sell really well because of that. Whitening toothpaste sell really well. Tanning stuff sells really well. Pre-workout sell really well. Like, I'll do the shocked face. I'm like, over 400 mgs of caffeine per serving. And I'm like, and it has DMAE and yohimbine. It gives you the old school pre-workout feeling. No more working up to 2 scoops. And it has theobromine, so no crash. Like, you just act shocked the whole time, right? Then you're like, but the downside is this shit sells out extremely fast. I'll put the link right here, and if the golden shopping cart's there, you might be lucky enough to get it. Or like a good, like, quick call to action is like, if you're sick to working up the 2 scoops of, boom. Or if you're sick of dragging ass after a work day, click the link right here. Like, stuff like that. Like, one that really works at the pre-workout. It's like, this has 18 grams per scoop. Look at your favorite Walmart one. If you have one, has 8 grams. 10 grams more of quality product. Click the link. It sells out fast. Or you'll start, like, a good hook is, I understand why this shit's viral. Boom. Like, this pre-workout's viral for a reason. And then I'm a master trainer, right? So I'm like, this pre-workout's viral for a reason. And as a master trainer, I absolutely love the ingredients. And then you just go into it. It's a hook, pain point story, call to action. And it has to be a sense of urgency in the call to action. Like, it sells out fast. And then, like, even in the product link, I'll change the name. Like, let's say I'm selling something for this cup. So let's say it's polka dot cup and it has a name. I'll put polka dot cup. And then in big, bold letters, I'll put low stock. So it adds another sense of urgency. Like, right now I'm selling this pink hoodie on there, and then and I'm like, it feels like a hug, like, right? Because it's like cold time and everybody wants to feel like warm, and a lot of people have anxiety. So I make a lot of stuff about ashwagandha because, like, ashwagandha literally absolutely just help my mindset. It gets rid of all the racing thoughts. Ashwagandha's a game changer. This isn't even like me promoting the product. I don't care where you get it from. Ashwagandha, if you have any type of anxiety or stress, or like, I used to clench my teeth a lot. I broke my tooth actually look at that. It's fixed now. It's lower than all the other ones because they had to grind it down, so I'd stop grinding it and breaking it because I used to clench my jaw all the time. I promote a lot of jaw exercise because I used to have TMJ really bad. But if you find the commonality of, like, people that be like, you, like, what do I struggle with? And then you put it in a video, it sells like crazy. And sometimes I wake up, before I even wake up, I'm like $150 profit off TikTok Shop for the day. Like, my highest profit, like, morning before I even had started my day, I woke up at like 9:50 and I had like $200 in profit already. And you don't hold any inventory. You just make the videos and they pay you. So like, it's crazy, man. And then dude, I've had like $1,000 profit days. Like TikTok Shop, it pays all my lifestyle, and then my business is a completely different thing that I help people market with. Because once you understand marketing and sales, you can use it in anything. That's what I teach. I teach overall becoming a brand, not just Instagram. That's what sets me apart from all these other people. So if you want to join the team, just message me Scale or Die on Instagram. I'll put that in the link below. And if this was good enough for you, I mean, I hope you guys kill it. Just let me know in the future. Like, hey, you changed my life with this free video you dropped on YouTube. And then I love y'all. Keep grinding. A lot of people get mad at me because I make extreme content, but fuck them. They're all losers. Winners never hate winners. So all the soy boys are gonna cry in the comments. I should have put that the first. I'm actually gonna put that as the title, as like the above head. So if you watch this fully, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's gonna say cue the soy boys crying in the comments. So love y'all.